The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
The return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here we go. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Here's Burrow to throw right away.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
11 Thomas.
On third down, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line.
First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set.
At their own 12-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
On third down, Corral. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Corral. He's got a man complete. The 40, 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. The Bengals at 6-2 to start play. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
11 MT, 11 MT. 12. 11 MT, hey. Stop.
First down, here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
11 Thomas. 180. 11. Stop.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
11 Thomas. 12. Stop.
To the air again, Burrow. Trying to improvise. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Second down and goal. Burrow. And he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Burrow looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain. Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To the air again. Here's Corral. Lets it fly for Thielen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. After one, 17-7 is our score. From the 16, Corral. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Shows some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
11 MT, 11.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow on play action. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12. Here we go, here we go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line.
11 Thomas. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3. 11,
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT.
And Burrow going to throw again. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. That's the tight end Hurst with it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Meanwhile, Corral's throw taken in by Chark. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Switching it up, Corral going to throw here. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Play action. It's Burrow. Complete. Smith has it. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 12, 12, 12.
Now Burrow on 1st down. This goes out wide for Mixon. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
11, 11, 11. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. It's caught on the right side at Smith. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a gain of 6.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Corral. That is caught by Thielen. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. First down throw here for Corral. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. Again, it's Corral. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
11 Mighty, 11 Mighty, 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
12, 12, 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
11 Mighty. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11 Thomas.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
11 MT. Hey. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11,
Jones
11,
now in motion
11
left.
MT. 11 MT.
They go play action with Burrow. Looking downfield for Jones. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On first down, it's Corral. Again, that's Hurst. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing on second and long. Corral
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11.
Now Burrow.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 22, Corral. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
11 MT, hey! 11 MT, 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Irv Smith Jr., 39 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
I Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On third down, here's Corral.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
I'm ready. 11 Thomas. 11, 12, 11.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Burrow looking to pass. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
11 empty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And this one too low.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
11 empty tape.
Now receiver in motion left.
12.
3rd and goal. Burrow. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr. a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
7 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. The offense on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
On third down, Corral.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return.
And the Bengals take over, 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now...
And this will be caught at the 30.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
11, 11. 11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11 MT, 11 MT.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go.
He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
3rd down, Corral.
And he's got Hurst, his tight end.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Throwing here, Corral.
The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Hubbard. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
That 2nd down play, that's a -4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Corral on 3rd and goal.
And it'll be intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT, Tate.
Now it's Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas. 11, 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter, a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Another run with Sanders. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on for the 5th time here today.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high